Airbnb. Nice. Nice.
Just about
nice.
Of the day.
Hell yeah. Airbnb.
I'm screwed around all goddamn day.
Airbnb. All right, this is why do we take Airbnb? Look at the time frames. I want you guys to look at the time frames. Daily 312, see you later, right? 312, see you later. Gap fill to the upside. Boom. 2-day chart. 212 up on the 2-day. We trigger. Oh, we're getting a new 2-day candle tomorrow. All right. So look at this hammer on the 2-day chart. What does this tell you? Like literally, look at the candle and tell me what this tells you. One. Look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart just triggered a 212 rev on the 3-day.
Also on the week too, right?
You said what? Oh yeah. Oh, we gonna yes sir. We're gonna talk about the week. So that's the 3-day. Then look at the 5-day. 5-day 322 rev on the 5-day, right? And then off of a demand zone. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. This wick should tell you, oh yeah, they do not like this level. And then, oh, you did it again? Say less. Boom. And a 0.618 bounce. Stop it. Then week 212 up on the week. All right. I had a one-on-one with one of the members yesterday, and they're talking about what makes an A+ setup. And this is, and I actually gave the example of like a Google and AMD from a couple weeks ago. But Airbnb would be like another type of A+ setup, or A+ swing setup, because you have a demand zone bounce, you have multiple confluences. I told them like what makes an A+ setup is the amount of confluences you have that go in your direction, or your direction or your analysis, right? So if you can come up with 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 different confluences that say, hey, I believe this play is gonna go in this direction because of these reasons, that is what constitutes, or what makes that setup go up in its grade, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So Airbnb is one of those ones where you had an actionable signal on almost every single time frame. 0.618 bounce, demand zone bounce, broadening formation bounce, gap fill play to the upside. The only thing that we don't have is full time frame continuity. If we have full time frame continuity, it's on full port type shit. Not literally, but you get what I'm saying, right? But these are the type of setups where how many confluences do you have that tells that goes in terms of with your analysis, and this would be one of those plays, if that makes sense. But yeah.
You average down at any point, or you just set it?
I averaged down, what is it, at 115. So my new average is 110. Oh wait, no, it's Amazon, sorry. My new average is 120 for Airbnb.
You're saying like the 130 on the 15, or like a higher time frame?
Did I say it again?
What's like your actual signal for the...
Oh, reasoning for averaging down? This double 3 on the 15. Double 3 on the 15, then VWAP. Then we got above VWAP, and I was like, oh yeah, I think it wants to break highs, and then that's why I averaged down. Oh, you're not even looking at my screen. Hold on. Right here. See this one?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Trend line break 3. Okay. Airbnb tomorrow, setting up for continuation. We like that. So hopefully that helps. In terms when people are like, what are you looking for? What I'm looking for is multiple confluences that say a chart is gonna go in this direction. That's what I'm looking for. When we look at these charts every day, and what helps me determine that? The amount of actionable signals on the different time frames, right? Full time frame continuity. Where are we in terms of market structure? Are we at a bottom of a demand zone? Are we at a supply zone? Are we at a broadening formation, right? Things like that. Where are your potential targets to the upside? I have to have a target before they even enter the play. My first target is gap fill. And so I was like, Airbnb, you're trying to go to 118? That's lovely. Let's say you want to go to 120. Let me get 2 weeks out just in case you want to do a little fuckery because it's OPEX week. So let's say if you want to just do a little fuckery, but because of the time frames and because of the actionable signals that you triggered, I'm confident that you can get into that play until proven otherwise. And we got above the 0.618. So these will be, that is what leads to what determines your grade for A plus. So you have an A plus setup, you have A setup, B setup, and that's literally the amount of confluences you have for that play. Really the amount of confluences you have for that play. And that's what determines, like, okay, this is gonna be the first one I'm looking at, this is gonna be the second one I'm looking at, or whatever, right? Like, that's why, like, Google was one of the first. Like, I told yesterday when I gave him the example of Google, he's like, why'd you take Google on Friday? And I said, did you look at Google on Thursday? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, look at Google's Thursday candle. And, like, what does this candle, if you were to just take out the Friday, what does this candle tell you? And he was like, oh, it's strong. And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's the reason why. Because they said that it's strong, and they also said you have a gap to the upside right here. So because it's based off of yesterday, like I always, my analysis is based on what was given to me prior. What is the story that they're telling to you prior, Kendall, right? So with that being said, I've gone into Fridays like, okay, if I'm gonna be paying attention to the candlestick before, Google said, yo, we are buying the hell out of this on Thursday, right? And you have a gap fill play to the upside, 2 gaps to the upside. At that point, I'm going to be confident that they're going to remain trying to get to that target unless they get to my invalidation. What's your invalidation for Google? 50% of the previous day. Did we ever get below 50% of the previous day? Not even close.